Hi everybody, I'm back, and today I'm going to be making collard greens. I have a nice smoked ham shank here, piece of a ham shank, and I've cleaned and washed my collard greens and I've put them in my pot. It's quite a large pot. Actually, it's the biggest pot I have. And I have 4 pounds of collard greens in here. Now, some people will take like these stem pieces, these thicker pieces. Some people go through their collard greens and they pick these out. Now myself, I like them. They don't bother me. They're a little bit crunchy in the finished product, but I cook my collard greens for a very long time. Excuse me. So everything gets really soft anyways. Okay, so I just leave those in there. Now, I've got the water up just about to the level of the collard greens. It doesn't really need to be above them. They will cook down. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this ham shank and I'm going to nestle it right in here with these greens. Personally, I don't really care if there's any meat in my greens. I use this for the flavoring. Let me grab a paper towel here real quick. Excuse me. So then I just put it down in there, and I don't add anything else. I add some salt and pepper, but I'll be doing that later. Now, this looks like an awful lot of greens, but they cook down so much. So there'll only be like 2/3, a half to 2/3 of this when it's all cooked down. A lot of people use this as a side dish. Myself, I love greens. So I can make a meal on the greens themselves. And like I said, I only use the meat to the shank piece to flavor the greens. Now you'll want to put these, I have them on high right now until they come to a boil. But as soon as they come to a boil, I will turn them down to medium or medium low. And then I'll just let them simmer for a little while. And as they first start to cook, they let off a lot of chlorophyll. So your whole house is going to kind of smell green. But after a little while that passes, and it doesn't bother me. It kind of smells like fresh cut grass, only a little different. But it will let off some odors. So you might want to have your exhaust fan on if those odors offend you. They will not be there in the finished product. Now, I will not season my greens until later, and when I get ready to do that and they've cooked down, I will be back to show you what I'm going to do with them next. Okay, I'll be back. Okay everybody, I'm back, and as you can see, my greens are starting to come to a boil. They're already starting to, cook. Ooh, got a little tongue-tied there. It got steamy, and so anyways, as you can see, they're starting to come to a boil and they're already starting to cook down a bit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take and push this shank down into the greens. Just going to bury it in there. Just bury that baby. Let them swim in those in those greens. And dark green leafy, man, I can't talk at all today. Dark green leafy vegetables are extremely good for your body. They are nutrient dense, and they're rich in vitamins A, C, and K, and they're important in the fight against cancer, macular degeneration, heart disease, and more. So it's really important that you can incorporate dark green leafy vegetables into your diet. They're also a powerhouse of vitamins and minerals. Okay, now when these come to a boil, I'm going to take this lid and I'm going to put it on the pot. Okay. There we go. But I'm going to leave it tilted. I don't know if you can see that. Leave it cocked just a little bit so that more air can escape, but so that they don't lose all of the nutrients, because I want that steam to rise and fall back into the pot, but they do need to be able to vent. Okay. But like I said, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do that when they come to a full boil and I turn them down to low so that they can just simmer for hours. It's really early. It's about 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I've been up for a couple of hours getting ready to do all of my things today. And, excuse me, it is an absolutely glorious day outside. The high is supposed to be 72, very comfortable, and I'm going to take a ride out into the countryside. So I've got my greens on. I'm going to be doing something later with these golden potatoes. Like I said, I generally don't, on the first day I make my greens, I generally don't have anything but greens. I love them so much that they are a full, complete, and satisfying meal to me. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, this boil has really reduced and simmered, to pun the word, and simmered down to a low simmer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my lid up on here. Leaving it cocked. You can also put a toothpick in it, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to just reach over here. There they are. Okay, I'm going to reach over here and I'm going to pop this toothpick right in here. Come on. Just to keep that up, to let a little of the steam out, but not too much. It'll still, the majority of the steam will rise to the lid and drip right back down into the greens. And that's really what I want, is to keep as many nutrients as possible in the greens. But you do have to let them vent. Okay, I will be back, and now it'll be at least 2 hours, and I'll be back to show you how they're coming along. Okay, see you soon. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I'm just going to come in and check on these greens, and I'm going to go ahead and season them now. They've been cooking for, at least a couple hours. I'll lift that lid away from me. but let all those juices drip down into the pot. You always want to be careful when you're lifting a lid that you don't lift it towards your face and perhaps get a steam burn. Always try to use safety first when working in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to give these guys a little stir. And I'm going to back up just a little bit because it just completely fogged over my lens on my camera. And there's my smoked pork. Try to get it up here. Try and get a good view down in there without fogging up the lens. And as you can see, that meat is starting to fall off the bone to release. And there it went ahead and released. But I want to leave that bone in there because there's lots of good nutrition in the bones. Here, maybe in the next month or so, I will be doing a video on how to make nutrient-dense chicken and beef stock. Okay, so these are doing really well. I want to let them continue to cook because, like I said, I like them just to slowly simmer all day. But I have another video that I want to shoot, and I'm preparing for that as well. And while these have been cooking, I have been out on my back patio enjoying the fresh air and the morning sunshine and working with my plants, watering, fertilizing, and getting ready to transplant several. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to season this. And what I'm going to be using today for my seasonings is I have my Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic. I really like the flavor of this. I don't think I'm going to be using this garlic powder because I already have some garlic going in. I'll check it later and see if I think it needs more garlic. And here, right here, I have some onion powder. And, whoops. Right here, I have some organic ground white pepper. And then here, I have some red wine vinegar. Okay, so let's get to seasoning. Greens, they have no seasoning except for what's coming in from the meat. So you really kind of need to season your greens well. I don't particularly care to put onions or anything like that in. I just want the full greens. So that was some onion powder. This is some ground white pepper. And I am going to come in with some salt. I'll do that in a minute. Right now, I'm going to come in with some red wine vinegar. That helps to kind of pull some of the nutrients out. And I really like the flavor that it imparts. By this evening, when we go to eat this, that will have pretty much evaporated away. You will have a small vinegar flavor, which I think pairs extremely well with greens, but the majority of that, as I said, will cook away. Oh my goodness. These look and smell so good. I just can't wait till tonight, dinner time, and I can have me a big bowl of greens. Like, I could not be happier. Okay. I'm trying to find my salt. Okay, I'm just going to get my my salt mill out and my pepper mill out, and I will be putting in some cracked black pepper and some cracked Celtic sea salt. I need both hands to do that, and I don't have a tripod yet, so I will be back when I get those in. Okay, be right back. Okay, I've got my salt and pepper in the pot now with the greens, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with some garlic salt. This is a huge pot of beans. There is not beans, oh my goodness, my brain is on beans for some reason. Anyway, this is a huge pot of collard greens. There's 4 pounds of greens in here, so they really can take some salt. I mean, don't go crazy, but you absolutely want to give them some salt along with your other seasonings. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. I will come back later to take a taste test and show y'all what the finished product is, but that won't be for 3 or 4 more hours. Okay, thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more wonderful, sweet and savory dishes. Brightest blessings. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and there are my collard greens. As you can see, all the meat has fallen off the bone and has shredded and is throughout the entire pot of collard greens. I went ahead and scooped myself up a bowl to taste, because right about now is when I would taste them. First, for me, it's always about the juice. If the juice is right, the greens are right. Yes. As you can see, nice, rich juice. Sorry, I don't want to take a chance of getting any of that on my camera. Okay. Now we're going in for a real bite. And like I said, you can see the meat has all fallen off of the bone, and so we have that luscious, smoked pork running all through the greens. And they did need some more seasoning, so I went ahead and I added some more garlic salt, and I added pink Himalayan salt, some more onion powder, and some more wine vinegar. Oh, and I also added added ground black pepper, and some more white pepper. And then I went ahead and I also cracked some fresh peppercorns into it, and some fresh cracked Celtic sea salt. When you have greens or a vegetable, especially in this huge amount, that you're cooking from fresh, you really need to season them quite a bit. So I always season just a little bit in the beginning, or really actually not at all in the beginning, and then as I go along and they start to cook down, I start to add my seasonings. Now this is the first time I've tasted them, and they did need to have more seasoning. Absolutely they did. But once it's in the pot, you can't get it out of the pot. So my theory is it's always best to leave it to each individual person's liking. Okay. I'm going to taste this so that I can get this video uploaded. Because I have another video that I'm already working on as well. Oh, how am I going to do this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. That is what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord help me. That is absolutely fabulous. I have been hankering for some greens for so long, and when I went to the store yesterday and I saw those bags, I just couldn't help myself. And then I ran to my butcher to get me a nice, clean, no GMOs, no antibiotics, no nothing, just nice, clean meat. And I went and got myself a beautiful smoked ham shank, and this is off the chain delicious. Okay. Another look down into the pot. I'm going to give it another stir. Now, even though it does taste fabulous right now, like I said earlier, I like to just simmer it on low, just a nice slow, low simmer, and just really let those flavors continue to mingle and marry together. So, I have tasted it, and I am going to eat this entire bowl. They are really, really good. And it's all about that juice. If you get that juice right, your greens are gonna be good. Oh, mama. That is so, so good. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. This is collard greens with a smoked ham shank. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much again for watching. And please, please subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading more videos as fast as I can. Okay. This is the end. Thank you guys so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Brightest blessings.